You ever met somebody and it just looked like their life is like always together, and you wonder, why is their life always together and my life isn't? Of course, if you're old enough, you know that's BS, right? No one's life is always together, but I feel like sometimes we're striving to be together. Anyways, so I got ready to post this video today. And before I did so, I needed, and it's funny because I did this and now I'm looking at like my shoulders is completely covering this counter up behind me. But I'm going to lift the camera up and show you. That counter right there, like for some reason, it's like the catch-all for everything. And I thought, oh my goodness, before I start recording, let me go ahead and get that counter cleaned up, right? And sometimes that's what we do. We try to fix things up for people, but I just wanted to be transparent and be like, I could have done it. Maybe someone watching one day, you know, they won't be able to, rag on me or whatever they call it today. Anyways, that's not the point. To that point, I'm tired today. Like, I feel like when I was recording this same video a few mornings ago, I was on fire. I have my daily standards. I mean, I was checking all of my boxes. I have several columns. One of them is like, let's see, what can you see here? So one of them is supercharged. And these are positive and neutral feelings. Then I have negative feelings. And then I'm checking these boxes off, right? So one day last week, I mean, look at this. This was my sister's birthday, actually. Look at that. Like, I am supercharged, right? I am on fire. Achieving all my goals. I set goals for myself daily, and I'm achieving them, right? But every day really isn't like that, Every day isn't like that. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about the other days, right? The days where you're motivated and you're on fire, those are great days, but those are not the defining days. The defining days is the days like today where I don't feel like doing crap. All I wanted to do since I woke up at 4:30 this morning was to go back to bed. Tasks that normally take me 45 minutes took me an hour and a half, 2 hours to complete. And I mentally am letting things slip out of schedule, and it's crazy, right? But I'm pushing, and I want to talk about what that push looks like, right? First of all, you got to learn yourself, right? So some people will notice that if they go really hard one day, they're down. They can't do anything for the next 3 or 4 days, right? And this is just relative to so many different areas in your life. Just think about it. And then you learn over time that maybe that energy that you have, you need to not exert it all in one day. Maybe you need to save a little bit for each day. So if Monday was a refill and you were on 10 and you only had 10 to spread over the entire week, how would you spread those 10? How would you spread that 10, right? We're just calling it energy levels, right? Until you learn to get your energy up. Well, I am learning I started out just getting that surge of energy, going really hard and tankering down. But really like that, how come every day can't be like that? I don't think every day is supposed to be like that, right? We don't have motivation every day. Motivation is fleeting, right? Defining moments is how you push when you don't have that motivation. Those are the defining moments. So I just wanted to come back and say that's what I do. But now I went from like spreading that energy over 5 and 7 days. Now I have some goals that I'm trying to reach, right? So that spread that energy burst over a period of time. Once you do it for some time, I feel like you get more energy. I feel like maybe consistency with that method brings your energy score maybe up to 15, and then up to 20, and then you're able to achieve more every single day, right? So that's how, to me, that's how it works. I don't know how it really works, but to me, that's how it works. When I have, when I schedule consistency over 7 days with that level of energy that I have, the next week, then I'm gonna have more energy to spread, and it's like capacity. So I pray to God for more capacity. Well, be careful what you pray for, because the way God chooses to give us some things isn't like, it usually is developed through hard times, right? So just, when you pray for stuff, just know that the way it's answered and the way you receive it is not some, ideal, sunny, beautiful day on the beach. It's usually a struggle and struggle and struggle and determination and push and tears and all of that. But in the end, you get exactly what you asked for. So I've learned that too. But anyway, so today I just want to talk about how I'm going to get through a day like today, where I woke up, I feel kind of emotional. I feel like the emotion I'm feeling is not even mine. I don't know why it's there. I feel like I was like in some sort of battle in my sleep all night long. So I feel exhausted. I feel emotional. And I don't feel like pushing. I don't even feel like trying today. And then I have thoughts, well, what should you do to pick your spirits up? Well, I think you should go for a walk. Go take your morning walk, clear your head, reset your energy, like try to change your energy, try to change your mood. Normally I say you feel what you focus on, but I'm not focusing on anything. I'm not feeling anything, right? So sometimes when I feel like this, it's because I'm constantly rehearsing in my head something that doesn't bring me happiness, joy, or energy, right? I'm focusing and telling myself the same story over and over again that makes me sad. So that's usually what happens. But in this case, that's not the case. I don't really even know what it is. I could try to shift it, but there's things I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is this. I'm going to push, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my daily standards, and in the midst of feeling exactly how I feel, which is pretty cruddy, right? I'm looking and I'm saying, okay, I did those things. What can I do next? What should I do next? What should I do next? What should I do next? You know what I mean? That's why it's important for me to keep my daily standards in front of me, right? It's important for me to look at them. And every day is not a great day. But I just wanted to say, even on days that are not great days, you still got to push when you don't feel like it. So what have I pushed to do this morning so far? Well, it took me forever, like I mentioned, to do something that normally takes me 45 minutes. It's taking me 2 hours, but that doesn't matter. I didn't stop. I did not do it. Um, I allowed myself to do it at the pace that it's been happening. You know what I mean? I am basically giving it my all. I am, and maybe the version of my all today will be increased tomorrow. Before today, and I prayed. Of course, I prayed because I feel heavy, like there's something on me that's not mine, that's not a part of me. So yeah, I prayed, Lord, take this energy, this feeling, if it's a spirit, if it's not of you, Lord, move it off of me. But if it's something I'm supposed to learn from this heaviness, from this energy, if it's a person I'm supposed to be thinking of or praying for, show me that too. I'm here for it all. But even if nothing changes, it's not going to stop the way I move today. So I just wanted to get on record and come and talk from a place of, and I should probably really do an outline for these morning conversations, but I didn't, and I probably won't, right? It's just, maybe I will one day. I don't know. But every day isn't a great day, but even on days it's not great, I am going to push, okay? And I want you to push too. Push through those days. It's okay if you don't get to it all, but just don't give up on yourself. Don't quit. Don't stop. I need some hype music, maybe. My theme right now is unstoppable. It's unstoppable. Be unstoppable. #unstoppable. I'm going to be unstoppable. So I'm going to do what I said I was going to do despite how I feel. I'm not going to allow my feelings to dictate and control how I move in this world. I am not. All right, y'all. Have a great day.